again, guys. I didn't see you there. You may have noticed that I was busy trying to run away from my problems. For today's video, if the title didn't give you a hint, we're gonna be looking at something exceptionally weird in the place known as the Twitterverse. And in order to understand what it is that we're going to be looking at, I think we're gonna need to get deep into character. This is my hair. Close enough. Ooh, nice. Ooh, now that's coming together. Ooh, shit. Now, I know all of this seems a bit strange at the moment, but give it some time, and I promise that as we continue through this video, that one of two things will happen. Either everything I'm doing will all start making sense to you, and you'll join in and replicate what I've done, or the more likely of the two, you'll regret ever having clicked on this video and learning of my existence. Now, this Twitter account is one that I have nothing but love and admiration for, and because of these strong feelings I have, I decided a video on said profile would be worthwhile for all involved. But without further ado, let's jump right into what I dubbed the weirdest Twitter account I've ever seen. Now, that is a heavy thing to say because you all know I have seen the Twitter account unusual videos, cursed videos, and so many other strange ones. So what exactly is even weirder than that, you ask? The account in question is one by the name of @CORRELLB2 or just CORRELLB. No matter which you choose to use, it's very important that you write CORRELL in all caps. Listen, it's a respecting, and I'm even specifically capitalizing every time I write CORRELL's name in the script because it's that important. Now, CORRELL is nothing if not a humble man just enjoying the fruits of his labor in the form of his 24,000 Twitter followers. And he's someone with aspirations and dreams just like the rest of us. But CORRELL wants to take us on that journey of chasing his dreams with him. In fact, he's so open about sharing these things he wants to do in his life with us that in his bio, immediately as you click on his account, he gives us a list. I want to be a singer, dancer, and fitness model. You know, just the way he typed that sentence with no capitalization or punctuation at all is almost endearing in a way. There's a sort of childlike wonder in these words of CORRELL's, but then you actually look at the man himself and realize that he is the farthest thing possible from a child. In fact, he probably punts children on a regular basis as part of his exercise routine. It's very good for working the calves, I've heard. Genuinely though, one of CORRELL's most striking features is absolutely how fucking ripped he is. His chiseled physique is such a contrast to his painted on everything else. I did my best to replicate what it is we were looking at on him on my own person, but I don't know how much longer I can handle looking at my camera's viewfinder with how unsettling I find the image of these things on my face. I'm pretty sure that his eyebrows are like painted on or Sharpie or something because they don't look like they're separate from his skin, but I don't even have the slightest clue what the fuck he's done to his hair to get it to look like that. Like, it's spiked at the back, but then in the middle, it looks like how Guy Fieri might if he just gave up halfway through doing his hair and flattened it all out for simplicity's sake. But that still wouldn't answer the question of what the fuck is it he flattened his shit out with? I feel like I can smell the hair product through the monitor. Maybe it's hair gel, I mean, just guessing from how shiny it is. Or maybe it's not even a part of his hair and he just put some paper mache on his head. A method that is unique and I can respect. But enough about CORRELL's appearance on its own for now. We're here to consume him in his entirety, his personality, and what he's all about. And the type of content he posts is actually pretty in line for what he says he wants to be in his bio. First up, the fitness modeling. As we've been over already, it's very clear that CORRELL has put a lot of work into his body, and he's shown that he's no stranger to that fact because he posts a lot of photos of himself just showing off his body. He usually posts like a bunch in a row in very concentrated bursts, and all of them look like demons you would see in your sleep paralysis. We have this one where CORRELL is looking particularly fine. I mean, if I was just glancing at the man, I'd have almost thought that he was Zac Efron. I mean, look at him. The resemblance is uncanny. But hold up, Zac Efron looking picture. I have a game I want to play real fast. Here's how the game goes. I'm gonna do my best to look for other pictures of CORRELL doing his wacky zany faces with his hulking body, but the stipulation is that all the pictures have to have been posted within 10 minutes of that first one I showed you. Alright, everybody get it? Everybody on board? No? Oh, well, tough shit. Let's get it started. Here's this one where CORRELL gives us that classy 90s tilt of the head that only the most kind-hearted of serial killers will allow you to see before your inevitable death. This one is CORRELL giving us some dedicated flexing. Finally, not gonna lie, man, compared to your body, abs, and upper body in general, you really gotta go a little harder on those arms. They're looking a little thin next to the rest of you, man, though I do have no doubt that they could probably tear me apart limb by limb. Let's not get the wrong idea, that being strangling me. This is CORRELL's serious face. I love it when he gives me this look because it shows me that he absolutely means business when he comes around. And for whatever reason, he's incredibly shiny in this picture. Whether it's from sweat, grease, or some other unknown fluid, it's very strange and it makes my toes retreat inside of my feet out of fear. Speaking of feet though, these next set of photos are an interesting, to say the least, collection of CORRELL giving us various angles from which to admire his legs, predominantly his calves. Now, while all of these photos have elements that make them special in their own way, if I had to narrow it down to the ones that I enjoyed the most, it would have to be the ones taken from the sides. It really just lets you admire how rock fucking solid CORRELL's calves are. Like, deadass, look at these shits. His muscles are so defined that they don't look like they are a part of his body. They look like sculpted rocks under his skin that make very specifically shaped bumps in his body. Very weird thought process, I'm aware, but this kind of imagery warrants this kind of fuckery. Seriously though, I feel like you could probably carve Mount Rushmore out of that man's muscles. But lastly, in this pictures posted within 10 minutes of each other challenge, we have CORRELL having some fun in the sun. That's right, he took to the streets in full outfit, which essentially means not wearing a shirt and going outside with all of this shit on his face. But as a result of this, he got some great photos of him just chilling outdoors. Now, before we move on from CORRELL's modeling escapades, there's one other facet of his photos that I feel the strangest urge to share with you. If you've noticed, a lot of these images seem to be taken from the same 2 or 3 angles. Well, there's another angle of photo that you've not quite seen yet, and I've been saving this angle for a very specific reason. Here is an example of a photo taken from this forbidden extra angle. What CORRELL is doing in the picture is pretty standard fanfare for him, but what's really interesting here is the fact that he has a picture of himself hung up on his wall. It's also another one that he took outside, which means he's been outside with that getup on multiple occasions. I unironically respect his dedication to doing his shit. Like, that is fucking brave. Your boy is far too pussy to commit to anything like that. Oh yeah, also his door either has really bad chipped paint or a massive fucking hole in it, but that's neither hole nor there. But if you need more proof that that image is in the background of many other pictures, here's a bunch of other examples of it existing. Moving on to the other part of CORRELL's ambitions in life, singing and dancing, he also posts numerous videos of him covering songs and dancing to them actually pretty well. Now, unfortunately and very sadly, I cannot showcase his angelic vocals here because as part of the audio of his video, he usually plays the actual track in the background to sing to. And that would pretty much immediately get me copyright nabbed, meaning I don't get ads and no money. I love money. So instead, I'm just gonna play a video of him dancing to some Pokemon music and it'll be a funny meme instead. Pretty fresh. I can't even lie, he really is going for it, and of course we have that ever-present photo of him on the wall just reflected in the mirror. Now that we have this in front of us actually, I think we should really be taking this opportunity to take a deeper look around CORRELL's room. Maybe there's something here that can help us understand him and his creative process just a little bit better. Okay, the picture in the background from earlier looks like it's right above his bed, so it's something to fall asleep to. Good to know. Makes me wonder if he sees himself in his sleep paralysis. I think he's got a printer or something on his dresser. I can't really tell, and to tell the truth, I really don't fucking care. Yeah, that's about it. Well, that was a complete waste of time. One thing I do actually wonder about though is what kind of stuff he might be hiding in those drawers and inside that closet of his. When he makes those cover videos though, he always gets like mad fucking likes on them. Like, it seems like he can pretty consistently get 10k likes on them, and his Death Grips guillotine cover did mad. I fucking respect it, dude. He's on the grind. I really appreciate his usage of freemake.com. I had physically never heard of that site before stumbling upon this Twitter account many millennia ago, but the watermark really just adds to the atmosphere of the video. It just further immerses you in the world of CORRELL for sure. Freemake.com. To convert without Freemake logo, use Freemake Gold Pack. Ah yes, I can feel myself falling into a peaceful coma made of saran wrap as I read those words. Now, that's most of what you can find on the surface level of CORRELL's Twitter. There are a few more minor tidbits though that maybe we can get some new info from. CORRELL joined Twitter as early as September of last year, though he may have had counts previous to this one, I'm not sure. Regardless, the following he's built in that time for himself is very impressive. To me at least, 24,000 followers doing what he does is a very impressive feat. CORRELL is also following exactly one person on his Twitter account, kind of like how Kanye only used to follow Kim Kardashian on his Twitter, except instead of Kim, CORRELL is only following the singer Pink. What the significance of this is, I really have no clue. But lastly, CORRELL has only ever liked 3 tweets up to this point in his Twitter account's life. And it's in these liked tweets, I think we might just be able to unfold the true secret of CORRELL B. His first ever liked tweet is a fucking fan edit someone made of him using the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 ending. I do not know what compelled this Neen Jo star to do such a thing, but may whatever warring angels and demons she's fighting within herself that used her body as a vessel to create the simultaneous blight and blessing on the earth be purged from her body. Please say a quick prayer with me. Don't do that shit, we don't have time for that. And finally, these other 2 liked tweets are from the same person. Bennett of the Bennett Show. And it seems that very recently, Bennett scored an interview with good old Buff CORRELL, as he's also apparently called. Huh, guess I'm learning something new about CORRELL every day. In one of these tweets, he links to CORRELL's YouTube channel, which I didn't know even existed, and in the other one, he links to the 12-minute interview he did with CORRELL. And it is at this point I think I must pause and recharge. The mystery of CORRELL is not something a mortal being such as myself can be exposed to for too long, lest I disintegrate atom by atom. And also, going into this topic, I did not fucking realize that there would be this much shit aside from the Twitter account to meme on. So if you guys want to see a part 2 of this mess where I go into the interview in CORRELL's YouTube channel, then let's try and hit 15,000 likes. Appreciate it, please. This adventure is not over yet, friends. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Remember, like I said, 15,000 likes and I'll do that part 2 with the interview and looking at his YouTube channel. If you're new and enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. If you want to check out any of my merch, you can go to kwiteshop.com. It's pretty slick. If you want to support the channel a little more directly, you can do so by clicking that join button next to the subscribe button and donating $5 a month to get things like custom badges and custom emotes. It's totally optional, but it helps out the channel. It is much appreciated. I have a podcast with Wild Spartans in FPS Diesel called Loudmouse. We upload one new episode every week on Saturdays, and we're up on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite and on Instagram at kwite.png. Links to both of those in the description below. And lastly, I also have a Discord server. Link to that in the description as well if you're interested. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see you guys next time.